Afternoon, King. You are the news of the day in Montego Bay, the wider Jamaica, and even outside of Jamaica, with an incident that happened down in Montego Bay today. People, your fans, want to know what has happened because they've been calling to asking whether you have been locked up and if you have been charged or anything like that. What is the true situation that went down today?
Well, as it relates to lockup, none of that. I went to the parish council. I signed in to take up my supervisory duty. I instructed the men that they are to go on St. James Street, the fact that the truck didn't arrive on time. However, I was driving my private vehicle along St. James Street about some minutes after 8, going to 9. I saw a vendor. He was displaying some clothing on the wall of Little Pizza, Little Caesar. So I instructed him to have them removed. In the same breath, I was in the car, put on my 4-way flasher, officially on the job. I saw 2 police came. One came on the driver's side, said to me that I'm to pull over. So I was calling him to let him know that I am on the job. I work at the municipal corporation. I told him of my identity and everything. He said I'm to pull over and exit the car. So I was there still explaining to the police what had transpired with the vendor. He insists that I'm to get out of the car, and he was talking to me in a derogatory way. So I said to the officer, I said, "Officer, you can't be talking to me like this." I said, "Matter of fact, there are some police further down the road. I'm going down there to talk to them." So I drove away, stopped where the second set of police were, exited my car, and I was explaining the situation. The 2 officers that stopped me earlier came down with handcuffing and said they are going to arrest me. So I said, "Arrest me for what?" They say I'm being disrespectful. I said, "Being disrespectful about what?" They insist that they wanted to put on the handcuff. I must put my hands behind me. They wanted to handcuff me. I said, what did I do? Arrest me for what? And there came a commotion. Crowd came down. Other police came on the scene. Was saying to them that I work at the parish council, blah, blah, blah. Them said they don't want to hear anything, even for the commissioner of police. They're not business, better go to jail. Somebody say, "Go to jail for what?" And the other man that he's putting on the handcuff on me. So me decided that me not complying. And the whole thing just get out of hand.
But as a veteran police officer, you know that if they are going to charge they are going to charge you for any infraction as it relates to traffic. In this case, it would be a ticketable offense and not an arrestable offense. Are you saying that these police officers are not aware that what they were doing would not measure up to?
But as you mentioned about traffic offense, I did not commit any offense. I briefly stopped on the side of the road, on the right-hand side, apply my 4-way flasher, and was instructing the vendor to have the clothing removed from off the business place. Because the vendor was in a no vending area. And I was in the process of explaining myself when the officer became boisterous and said I'm to come out of the vehicle, and he was talking to me in a very unprofessional way. So I decided to drive further down the road to speak with the other officers that I saw. So I did not commit a traffic offense. But even so, even if it was an offense, it is not amounting to an arrest. Because I was explaining myself, as I alluded earlier, and the officer, they didn't want to hear anything from me.
But based on your role as a parish at the St. James Municipal Corporation, and you were carrying out your duty, wouldn't it be the responsibility of the police to assist you instead of harass you?
Well, technically, but I wasn't getting any resistance from the vendor. So, but if for any reason we are in the space and trying to apprehend somebody who is resisting, and then it becomes, you know, physical, then that will be their duty to assist us. But in this morning case, it never amounted to that situation.
I mean, looking at the video and listening, you could hear the people who came around saying that, no, this is Karate George, you can't deal with him like that. As a man in Montego Bay with street respect, how did you feel when you hear the public come out to defend you in that manner?
Well, I felt elated, the fact that they know of my past history as it relates to crime fighting. I have done tremendous work in St. James to get rid of some of St. James' most wanted criminals. So those persons that were echo their sentiments, they knew of me and know what I stand for. So I felt good. I felt good.
But the incident itself, I mean, you are a name brand. Everybody knows Karate Georgie. Did you feel somewhat violated by what?
Yes, I felt violated. It was embarrassing, but I stood my ground. I maintained my composure. I could have done otherwise. I could resist. If you notice, the man kept dragging my vest and making several attempts to put on the handcuff on me, and I wouldn't allow that because he already embarrassing me.
I mean, nobody knew what happened. After you left that scene, nobody knew what happened. How was this matter eventually settled down?
So I got a call. From the station, from the Freeport station. I got specific instruction. I went back into my car, I proceeded to the Freeport police station, and I met with SP Samuels. The other two policemen, they went into a service vehicle driven by one Sergeant Campbell, who chauffeured them down by Freeport police station, where the superintendent mediate the situation and somewhat of the situation resolve, even though what happened this morning, it still left a scar as it relates to the whole embarrassment.
Yeah, but there's no truth to the fact that you were arrested or anything.
No,
like that.
that is no. That is so unethical. Not at all.
Yes.
Not at all.
Yeah,
No arrest, nothing of the sort.
In the video, somebody was overheard telling somebody that them beating up Karate Georgie.
No.
No, they never. No, those were not true.
No. The constable in question, he held on to my vest. So I keep avoiding him from actually get the handcuff on my hand because I didn't do anything. So,
One thing that came up on a caller, somebody from overseas noticed it and they called say that they noticed that at the time that they were trying to arrest you, you were armed. Is it that they were going to handcuff you with your firearm fully exposed?
Obviously that was the intention, because the officer in question wasn't observing properly. He was more on the egotistic side. He just wanted to prove a point. So obviously he wasn't observing.
No, as a veteran ex-police officer, what's the procedure if you are going to arrest somebody who is in possession of a legal firearm? Do you disarm the person first before you arrest them, or what is the protocol?
First and foremost, based on my past experience and the knowledge that I would have acquired, if you're going to arrest anybody at all, first you have to effect a search. First and foremost, you effect a search of the persons.
Alright, so that never happened. I know part of the first order said that the police, when they are going to arrest you, approach or whatever, they should identify themselves and tell you the purpose why they are interacting with you. Did any of that take place?
No, as it relates to if he's going to arrest you. A matter of fact, I heard when we went on by station, I overheard he was telling the superintendent that he was going to detain me. Oh boy.
I mean, well, I know you are happy that it is all over and done. But knowing the contribution that you have made to policing in Jamaica, you're a man who has got the Prime Minister Award amongst many, many accolades. Has this changed your own view on how the country treat people who have served well?
Well, let me not generalize. It still boils down to individual. You have genuine people out there. And despite of what happened to me today, I will never change. I'm a law-abiding citizen. I'm a passionate crime fighter. I will never change. And if I'm traversing anywhere and a policeman is in any problem, wanted assistance, I will always there for them. But this policeman, I don't know. Just unacceptable, despicable. He just wanted to prove a point.
In your capacity as the chief enforcement officer at the parish council, what powers does it give you? Could you have arrested a vendor who is behaving out of order?
No, the municipal police, they have the powers to within under their purview. They have certain amount of powers. If a vendor behave in a certain way, they can effect an arrest, take them to the station, and regular police would prefer the charges.
Okay. Well, King Clive, I am sure that your many supporters who were quite worried this afternoon because the news is out that you're in jail and all that. Any message to those people out there who want to know what happened to you?
No, man. I am good, 100% good. I'm in good spirit. Still a little bit, off. But such is life. But I have never locked up. I was never locked up. I just went by the station, by Freeport. I was sent by one of the hierarchies there to explain my side of the story. So we were all there, and the superintendent mediated the whole situation. But it has nothing to do with any arrest.
Yeah.
No, that wasn't the case.
So all is well, that ends well, and tomorrow this will be behind you, and it's just a brand new day with new meaning, new whatever you want to do.
No, it's all good. It's all good. Life goes on,
Respect, Karate Georgie, and thank you for your service to Montego Bay and to Jamaica.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me.
Blessings upon blessings.
Yes, sir. Respect.